Hello and welcome to another Sunday family time. I was just reading a story in the Bible. It's a parable that Jesus told, and it's found in Luke chapter 15. And it's about a family, about a father and two sons. And it's a brilliant story. Now, the parable that Jesus told, he tells it very cleverly to make a point. But I thought having a bit of fun, and you see, I love sweets. Topic, Caramel, Bounty, Mars Bar. Love them all. And I thought I would tell the story, but change some of the words and put the sweetie in its place. You'll understand as I tell the story. Now, I have to say, it is incredibly cringy, but that's what makes it funny. So join in and laugh with me. That is, with me, not at me. And you can try your own version later on. You never know, you'll be going through the rest of the day thinking of sweeties instead of words. You'll understand. You see, in the parable, there was a father and two sons, but one of the sons was a bit of a troublemaker, actually. He caused a lot of ripples. You see, get it? Ripple. Hey, listen, you better not laugh. They get worse. Anyway, he caused a lot of ripples. And he came to his dad and he said, I want to break away from this family. I want to go it on my own. So his dad was very wealthy and had lots of money. And he said, I want my share of the dimes. So his dad gave him his share of the dimes. And off he went. His dad thought, he's absolutely mad. He's from a different planet. He's from a different galaxy. But off he went with his money, his dimes. And he got a flight and a taxi all the way to New Yorkie City. And life there was absolutely brilliant. He thought he was a real smarty. In fact, life was a picnic because he had loads of money, but unfortunately he mixed with the wrong bunch. A bunch of rebels. People who were a right mixture, like mixture of, like a all sorts type mixture. And he wasted his money. He spent it on partying, and a lot of wine was drunk. And until one day he woke up and he put in his hand in his pocket to get some money, and he realized he didn't have a button left. He had spent the lot. And no sooner did he spent all his money, and all his friends went too. You see, when he had lots of money, he had lots of friends. But when all the money was gone, so did the friends. And he was left all on his Toblerone. Well, he ended up getting a job. And the only job that he could get was feeding the pigs, Percy pigs. And in fact, life was so bad and he was so hungry, he ended up eating the same food as the pigs did. He was chewing on the same food as the pigs. Until one day, it was so rough life, eating and feeding the pigs and eating their food. He slipped in the mud, and as he fell, he shouted, "Oh, Snickers!" But eventually he went, "I've had enough." Life came to the crunchy point, and he says, "I've fudged up. I'm going to go back home because my father's bound to take me back." Well, that is, he's not going to take me back as a son, but he might take me back as a servant. Well, he made his Milky Way all the way back home. Well, he was quite a distance away and his father spotted him. And the son probably thought, oh, he's going to have an absolute flaky at me for mucking up and getting it so badly wrong. But the father didn't. Instead, the father was absolutely Turkish delighted to see his son. And he said, "Quick, get all the food out. We're going to have lots of munchies because we're going to have a huge, big feast because my son was lost, but now he's back again." You see, the father loved his son so much, he was willing to give him his last Rolo. I'm exhausted. You try it. Okay, they were cringy, but it's a good story. Read the proper version in the Bible, Luke 15. You see, the Father's God and the Son is us. we keep getting it wrong. We keep mucking it up. We keep thinking we know best. And God, do you know, he must get fed up of us constantly getting it wrong, constantly thinking we know better, and getting ourselves into a right mess, ending up feeding the pigs in the muck and gunge. But he still takes us back. He still forgives us when we say, I'm sorry, and I want to get it right. And that's the great thing about being in God's family, about being part of his kingdom, part of his family, is when we muck up, when we go so far our own way, God takes us back. And is so delighted, he doesn't think, that was terrible. He doesn't throw a flaky. Instead, he gets really excited and he says, I love you. You're precious. And he throw a big party because you come back again. Because you see, God is the perfect Father, and he loves it when we realize we've been a bit silly and we say sorry and we come back again. That's a brilliant story. Very powerful story. Go and read it yourselves. The Prodigal Son, it's called.